Hey everyone, I'm Squeaky, and today we're going to start a new mini series. We're going to find the best graphite drawing pencil. And it's going to be a small mini series that I wanted to start. I thought it'd be a whole lot of fun to go over some different drawing pencils, as ever since I was little, I've always loved drawing supplies and art supplies in general. And so I thought it would be a neat excuse to get myself to buy more drawing pencils, and it would also get me drawing because each of these videos in this mini series is going to have a speed drawing done with the pencil that we review, and I just thought it'd be a whole lot of fun. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna review one pencil per video, and we're gonna grade them based on four different criteria. We're gonna go over the quality of the pencil, as in when you pull it out of the package, how good it looks, the centerness of the lead, all that stuff. Then we're going to go over feel, how it feels in your hand, because we all know when you pick up a brand new writing utensil, you can almost immediately feel that that's going to be your new favorite pencil or whatever. And then we're going to go over the feel of the writing, and that's another one. It's almost as soon as you start writing with a new pencil, you can tell if you're going to like it better than your previous favorite pencil or not, or pen or whatever. And then we're going to go over the capabilities. And that's going to be stuff like how well does it put down the lead, basically how good the pencil actually works. And so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to go over a chart so I can explain how I'm actually going to grade each of these, and in their excuse me, in their in each category, how I'm actually going to go about grading the pencils and how they're going to grade to each other. And then after that, I'll be back and we will talk about the rules for pencil entries, so that you guys, if you have any suggestions for pencils, you can suggest them and I might buy them and we'll throw them into our little mini series here. So let's go over that chart and we'll be right back. Hey guys, just a quick little disclaimer. This video is going to be a longer, more explanatory video. It's basically going to be a reference video for all of the future videos in this mini-series. If you don't fully understand the grading system of the pencils that I'm going to be reviewing, you can come here and check out how that's going to work. And it's also just going to be a starter video. It's going to be a good way to understand it first of all, so that you don't have to be coming back after watching each of the videos. I was just letting you know it's going to be a little bit lengthy, and that's why I wanted to be thorough. Alrighty. Okay, so this is going to be a quick overview of how I'm going to grade each of the pencils. And the way this is going to work, it's not going to be like a 5-star grading system or a 1 out of 10 grading system. It's going to actually compare each pencil to the pencils before it and with each other. So let me show you how this is going to work. Here I have my little chart. So as of the first video, we will only have had the first pencil. And I'll go over it in detail in the video. I'll go over the quality, the feel in hand, the feel of writing, and the capabilities such as, how well it puts its lead down and stuff like that. But, and then you see here we have a total average and the place. That's going to be its position among all of the other pencils that I grade. So, simply put, since this is our first pencil, it would have to be in first place in each of these categories because it's the only pencil graded. Now, we bring in our second pencil, and because of the way that I'm actually buying the pencils and going to review them, I'm hoping to get kind of an escalating thing going where they get better and better. Of course, we may have some that are worse because, that's just how it works. You don't always get what you pay for, but the majority of the time you do. So anyway, the way this is going to work, say we get our second pencil and we put in here that it's actually better than the first pencil. What we're going to do is we're going to put it in first place, like so, and the first pencil would have to move down a place if it's no longer in first place, right? So it would be in second place. Simple. Okay, so let's say it beats it in all but one category. Let's say, let's say it beats it here, and let's say it doesn't beat it here. So say this one gets to stay in first place. This one will have taken first, so this one has to go down to second. and it has to go second here. So now the way we're going to do this is, excuse me, is we're going to average out the numbers, and the one with the lowest average wins. Here you can clearly see that that one beats the other, but let's just do our average real quick. So it would be 7 divided by 4 is 1.75. So our total average here would be 1.75. And our total average here would be 1.25. I shouldn't have needed a calculator for that. Okay, so you can see this one has a lower average than the one before it. So that would mean that this is a better overall pencil. So this one would take first place, and this one would move down to second. So here's the tricky part, and I didn't want this to get confusing. That was pretty simple, and it makes sense. So now, with our third pencil, say in our next video, we're going to be doing a third pencil. The way that's going to work is it's able to take any place in each category, right? It can fall in between these pencils, it can fall above them, or it can fall below them. But the thing that can't happen is any of the previous pencils cannot be moved from the position they are to each other. Only the new pencil can fit in. Makes sense if you think about it. So say this third pencil, say it's better than the others, so in quality, so say it would go in first place. It would bump these two down, so this one would have to be 2, and this one would have to be 3. Those can't move in position from each other, so you can't flip these anymore. They're locked in at this point. So say this one wins here again. Just for simplicity, let's say it wins across the board. This one would move down to 3 in this position, and this one would move down to 1. Alright, so it's pretty simple. Didn't want to spend too much time explaining this because it doesn't sound exciting, but I just wanted to make sure that it was understood how it's going to work. So this one would have an average of 1. Those averages would change. I'm not going to do them right now. And then, so this one would take first place, and this one would go down to second, and this one would go down to third. And that way, because it's hard to determine how much better one pencil is than another specifically, and in each of the videos, I will show you or explain the pros and cons of each pencil. Price won't play a factor in how good the pencil is, but I will tell you the price in each video so that you can make a wise decision on which pencils you do want to buy and which ones you don't, because some pencils are great, they cost way more than others, and some pencils cost less, but they're decent enough that you still want them. So anyway, that's how the grading system works, and let's go over the rest of our stuff. Alright, so now that you've seen how we're going to grade the pencils and how we're going to layer them to each other, here's our rules for entry. In case you guys want to suggest a pencil to me, these are going to be the rules that I follow on my pencil entrance. So they have to be a non-mechanical pencil, as in like a wood casing pencil. The only other ones that would work are going to be like the graphite pencils that have like a coating on them. I won't do like graphite sticks or anything. And so I think it's Cretacolor makes one that I think we might do, and it's a woodless pencil, but it's got to be basically pencil shaped, and it's got to be able to be sharpened, because that's actually going to be one of the criteria is how well it's made. Can it handle being sharpened and all that stuff? The other thing is it's got to be it can't be a lead holder. So lead holders are almost always going to be perfect. I mean, not always. You'll have bad ones, but if you find yourself a good lead holder, you can basically change out the lead in it, and it can become any pencil you want. So that's kind of a given that those are going to be great if you get a good one. So we're just going over pencils here, and we're not going to do colored pencils. So like a black Prismacolor wouldn't count as like a pencil because it's pigmented to be black, and so it's already going to give you a darker line than any normal pencils. And then so last but not least, I guess, will be that it's alright, and so the last thing, and this is going to be a little bit more lenient because there is at least one pencil that I don't know for sure the hardness of, but we're going to stick with HB. So HB hardness on the HB scale. So it'll be a medium pencil throughout. So if I get a pencil that comes in a set, I say for example, I buy myself a set of Derwent drawing pencils. I'll tell you how I got them and the price and all that stuff, and then I'll show you the set. But we're only going to be testing the HB pencil in the set. So I won't be using any sets that don't have an HB pencil. And the only exception that I can think of so far, unless you guys suggest any more pencils that might be awesome, is I do plan on testing the Blackwing, the Palomino Blackwing. And I'll do the 602 on that because from what I've read is the Palomino Blackwing like regular pencil is about a 4B in softness, so it's a lot softer than your regular HB pencil, and that the Palomino 602 is actually going to be a little closer to a regular HB pencil. So I'm going to be a little bit lenient on that, but I will mention that in the video that it does have that handicap, or opposite of handicap, I guess. It depends on how you like your pencils. So anyway, of course, this whole thing is just for fun. In each video, I will be reviewing the pencils thoroughly so that you can make your own decision in a pencil that you might want to buy or not. And so, like, if I think a pencil is better than another, that'll be my opinion, and it'll be reflected in my chart. But I will give you enough information in each video. Like I said, I'll go over the quality of it so you can tell if the pencil actually looks good or not. I'll go over the feel of it and how well it writes and stuff, because just because I think a pencil's better than another one doesn't mean you would think so. And so I want you guys to just be informed so that you guys can buy a pencil that you might want, and what you decide off of my videos might be different than what I decide. And so I thought it would just be a good way to help you make art supplies purchase, and it would also be a fun process to go through. And the last thing is each of my videos will have a drawing, but for those of you who don't care much for the pencil reviews, I'll leave a suggestion in there of what time you can skip to so that you can just watch the speed drawing that I do with that pencil. The drawings won't reflect the quality of the pencil because if I choose to do one drawing that looks a lot better than another with a worse pencil than a better pencil, I mean, that's not really a fair comparison. But I figured it'd be there for sustenance in the video, so you'd have something to watch. So if you don't care about the pencil reviews, each one of those videos will have a link to a speed drawing of the video that's going to be in the video of the drawing. Each one's going to have a link so you can just watch the actual drawing if that's what you're into. So be expecting a lot more, I guess, just speed drawings, and if that's what you're into. But anyway, before I tell you guys to click on the link to our very first video, be sure to subscribe. Subscribing is actually going to be great in this situation. Be sure to hit that little bell because it'll show you each time I add a new video. The problem with these pencil videos is they may not be as consistent as I would want them to be because I have to deal with shipping and ordering the pencils and getting them in and stuff. But so be sure to subscribe. If you like this little concept, be sure to let me know in the comments, and also hit that like button for me. That would be awesome. And anyway, now I have the first video up, so what are you waiting for? Go check that out. We'll go over our first pencil. It may be a lower tier pencil, but it's one of our favorites. So hurry up, go check that out.